Hey guys, welcome to Structured by Leah. If you're new here, I'm Aaliyah in the flesh, and this channel is basically my whole life in one place from motherhood, faith, starting a new business, and honestly figuring life out as I go. Lately, I've been feeling like I want more for myself and not in a materialistic way, but more so just like mentally, physically, and emotionally. I want to actually become better and not just be talking about it because if I'm being honest, I'm the queen of getting super motivated, having a plan, and then starting the plan, and then it all just goes downhill. This YouTube channel is the first step for me to actually get into it and lock in. Glasses on and everything, lock in. Changing my life at 11 p.m. is easy to think about and to say, but to actually do it, especially being a mother, having a toddler run around, being a wife, trying to start a business, trying to stay consistent, Lord, be for real. But since we're talking about things that we want to work on, the first thing that I want to hit on is consistency. My biggest weakness with consistency is that I start really strong and then I trickle off. One thing I can say to be true is motivation and discipline are not the same thing. Motivation is temporary, discipline is what actually gets you to success. That discipline is what's going to basically help you push through and show up on the boring days, on the days that you're tired, especially if you're a mother and you got a kid or kids running around starting a new endeavor, whether it's school, whether it's content creating, whether it's anything that you're trying to pursue. Learning to be disciplined matters more than being motivated. Motivation is temporary, whereas discipline is what's going to actually drive you to have success. So that's a big thing that I'm going to work on to improve my consistency and stop relying so much on motivation to get me to point A to B and just suck it up and discipline myself so I can actually get to where I want to be. Second thing that I want to work on and that I am working on is getting closer and growing closer to God. And I'm still learning, I'm still growing. And one thing I'm not going to do is sit here and pretend that I have it all figured out. You can ask me to spit out a verse or a scripture and I'm gonna look at you crazy because, baby, I know God because we be chopping it up. We locked in. But one thing about it is I'm not. The devil can quote scriptures, y'all. Let's be for real, okay? I'm not trying to be fake when it comes to that because it's not something to pretend. Like the goodness of God is there, but like it gets hard. It gets real ugly. It gets real nitty and gritty when you actually are pursuing God and pursuing to push yourself to be what He wants you to be. So we're gonna dabble into that in this channel because I'm really trying to lock in when it comes to that. The third thing that I want to work on is not overwhelming myself. Y'all, I already talked to my therapist and she told me, she's like, the things that I stress about and that I put on my to-do list, like a lot of it doesn't have to get done right then and there. And in my brain, I just feel like anything I put on my to-do list is urgent, like top of the list priority. And it could be as simple as taking out the trash. I'm like, I gotta take out this trash. Because if I don't take out this trash, the house gonna burn down. And if the house burn down, then it's gonna catch other things on fire because there's still trash in the trash. Like, be for real. Like, wow. But basically, when I create these long to-do lists, I just overwhelm myself. I overwhelm my mind so much so that it puts me in a position to procrastinate because I have this plethora of things that I need to do in my mind or that I think that I need to do. And then I'm just like, I'm not going to do nothing. I'm going to sit on this couch and watch TV and do nothing because that is less stressful than what I just created in my mind. Fourth thing is discipline. I already touched on discipline when we talked about motivation and discipline, but discipline, in my opinion, equals self-respect. If I can manage to stay disciplined, I then can teach myself to trust myself. I can then also accomplish and finish the things that I set out to do. And so that's something that I want to work on. Like certain aspects of my life, yes, I am disciplined, but I can always improve and I can always work on being more disciplined. So basically, setting better boundaries, better routines, better budgeting. That's a big one. Not impulsively spending money on stuff that I don't need. I know I'm talking to somebody. I know somebody is I know we locked in, but that's okay because on this channel we're gonna grow and we're gonna become better, right? And then the fifth thing is going to be protecting my peace, not allowing this long script like to-do list overwhelm me, not letting other people's opinions about me or how they think I should be doing things get in the way of my greatness. Like, if you got a problem with what I'm doing, bad. You ain't gotta stay here. Like, yo, free will, baby, free will. You can skedaddle. If any of this stuff resonates with you, go ahead and like and comment 5 things that you're trying to work on within yourself as well. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see y'all in my next video. Bye.